going to go walk around Edinburgh now, go do the mile, and be back at the castle and do a tour of the castle this afternoon before we have dinner plans tonight at Bon Vivant. And later, we're going to finish it off right across the street from the hotel is the Johnny Walker experience. So Mrs. Carnes is going to be tasting a little scotch, I think, later. So thanks for tuning in. Join us for another fun-filled day in Edinburgh. So why are you smiling?
Because I'm in Edinburgh. That's all I've done since I got here.
So we're all going down the Royal Mile here today, along with a few, several thousand of our closest friends. And then the castle is back up that way. But, it's a wee bit weepy today, isn't it?
A little bit. Not bad though. It's okay.
Does she look cool in her hat?
Yeah, that's not so nice.
Matches your eyes.
Thanks. Let's go into St. Giles Cathedral. See what's going on in there. I think that'll be better than the double-jointed girl.
So we're sitting in St. Giles Cathedral, which is in the old town of Edinburgh. It is the cathedral of the Church of Scotland or the Church of England. I'm not sure exactly what they call it. The church was actually started being built in 1154. Started out as a Catholic church, and as many of the churches in England did, in 1559, when the Reformation began, John Knox, who was the pastor, led it to become a Protestant church at that point. It has a special place, significance with the Queen. She generally, when her health allows, comes here once a year with all of the knights of Scotland. And if they're knighting someone, they will do it here at St. Giles. It is I didn't look this up, and I'm not an architecture buff. This looks Gothic to me. Would you agree, Mrs. Carnes?
Yeah.
She's agreeing.
The vaulted ceilings and all the stained glass.
So there's a lot of dedications inside of here to the war heroes of Scotland, the various battles that they've had, World War I, World War II, a lot of generals, a lot of commanders that are referenced in a lot of the stuff. But it's a beautiful, old, classic, Gothic Scottish church. And it sits right down the street from the castle in Old Town Edinburgh.
Oh, it's too late. Where are you going, Mr. Grimes? You got a call to make?
If I needed to make a call, I could make it from right here in this telephone booth.
Like your hat. Look cute.
You do too?
You look just like an Irishman. Or I guess you're not an Irishman, you're a Scottishman.
Well,
probably like you in my
no,
hat.
you look very cute in your hat.
Thanks.
And you're going to keep dry too.
Yeah. Hey, I love you. What?
I love you. Mrs. Carnes, where are you?
I'm in some
Are you going-
enchanted Harry Potter courtyard.
Are you going to Hogwarts?
I think I am.
Is this the Hufflepuff building?
Might be. It says 1622.
It probably is. It's not Slytherin.
1897.
It's not Slytherin
You
though,
see
is
that?
it? It's not Slytherin.
No. Not Gryffindor.
We're Hufflepuff people here.
I'm a Gryffindor.
Oh.
I don't want to be Hufflepuff. You can be Hufflepuff. I'm a Gryffindor. See? Is that a Gryffindor over there?
It's a griffin. So we're wandering down the Royal Mile and we stumbled across this little courtyard and we didn't know what was in it, and it's the Writers Museum. And
Really
Rick,
cool.
Rick Steve says to come down here and visit this. It's a cool little place. It's literally one block off the
You
Royal
go down
Mile.
close.
Go down close.
That's what they call that little alley thing we
And
went through.
how many thousands of people are walking right by this and don't even know it's
Yeah,
here?
exactly.
There's all kinds of
there's
inspirational
nobody
little
here.
things on the ground from famous Scottish writers.
Very cool.
And so it's cool. If you're going to be here, just find it and step down.
Very cool.
Thanks.
So I've been sitting here watching the Daisy Roots Company juice, fresh pressed juices and cocktails guy, and he keeps leaving. There's a little tray of things here that says have a try, and he left all these little cups out there of juice, and then people came by and drank them, and then he left the cups and refilled them all after people had drank out of them. So don't drink them if you come here ever. Yeah. Just saying.
Mrs. Carnes has had me walking all up and down the Royal Mile. I'm a bit parched. Not hangry, I'm
Yeah.
just thirsty. Needed a bit of a spot of
You're
beverage.
becoming overheated.
It's very muggy here.
It is.
It's not like hot humidity like we get in southeast
just wet.
Missouri. It's just damp. Everything seems like it's wet.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's not raining though. It stopped raining. And it's probably 60 something degrees, so it's not hot. It's just damp and muggy. And if there's any question about travel coming back, I think you can absolutely with 100% certainty say that it is back. There are people everywhere. And after being in COVID isolation for the last couple of years, it's a little bit like going to New York City when you come to the Royal Mile because there's so many bodies in such a small place. But it's a little bit surreal. I'm looking back up at St. Giles Church behind Mrs. Carnes right now. I think I'm sitting here in Edinburgh looking at the castle in the background, drinking a beer. It's a good day. What do you think?
I think the very same. It's
And what
great.
are you drinking today, Mrs. Carnes?
Thistly Cross Strawberry Irish Cider.
Oh,
Scottish cider, not
I was
Irish.
going to say,
A Scottish cider.
don't get those confused. They're fighting words these
I
days.
know.
But
I misspoke.
cheers.
Slanjava.
Slanjava. doing?
Put this, getting my smashed penny, even in Scotland. Guess you just put it in there.
Okay.
Turn the wheel 7 times. Oh, there it goes, yeah. Got my penny.
So if you're coming to Edinburgh in the month of August, you're going to run into what's called the Fringe. And the Fringe is a set of performances, amateur performances. Get this. Everywhere we go, we run into a wedding.
We
just
do.
happen to stop here at, this is City Chambers or City Hall in Edinburgh, and a couple came
We're
out.
sitting here
just
by
got married.
General
Stanislaw or something.
Makzek, he was a Polish division.
Makzek.
Makzek.
So if you come to Edinburgh in August, you're going to run into what's called the Fringe. And the Fringe is a whole bunch of either amateur or undiscovered professional performances that take place sort of like off Broadway. It's sort of lots of comedians, lots of musical performers, acting troupes, small acting troupes that go on. People are going to hand out little ticket performances, and they're all over the old city of Edinburgh all the time in all kinds of places. So there are a whole bunch of, shall we say, unique people here. This week, the performers are very interesting, and depending on what your desire of entertainment would be, you can see plays, you can see music, you can see comedy, but they are everywhere. So if you're coming in Edinburgh in August, you could look forward to that and try to work that into your schedule.
If you wait, you get ran over.
He looks like it though, doesn't he?
Look like it.
When coming to Edinburgh, Edinburgh Castle is a must-see. Be sure to book your tickets in advance because the tickets sell out daily. This was not our first visit to the castle, though. We had been here just a few short hours ago to see the tattoo. I must say, though, it sure did look different in the light of day and when there was no rain. Our tickets included an audio guide that told about the castle. We did find these very useful. After entering the castle, you discover that it's much more than just a castle. There's an entire town inside the walls. The castle sits high above the town of Edinburgh. Set in the heart of Scotland's capital city, the views from the castle are enough to take your breath away. The views allow you to see for miles. We weren't there to see it fired, but we did see the 1 o'clock gun and Mons Meg, a 6-ton cannon given to King James II in 1457. Scotland's royal family once knelt to worship in this serene private chapel. St. Margaret's Chapel is the oldest building in Edinburgh and still hosts weddings and christenings. Dating back to 1837, a small garden space holds a soldier's dog cemetery. There are some 20 loyal companions buried there. We also were able to go into the royal palace and see the royal apartments and the Scottish crown jewels. Little did we know that in just a few short weeks, though, we would see these again atop the casket of the late Queen Elizabeth. We also peeked inside the National War Museum, the Scottish National War Memorial, and the Great Hall. If you're ever in Edinburgh and can only do one thing, this would be my top suggestion. Be sure to hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you can see what the perfect night in Edinburgh looks like. See you next week.
Hey, I love you. I love you.